Hey, what's going on? Let's get some music going. There it is. Let everybody start filing in here. Hey, what's going on, Aiden? What's up, guys? What's up, Blue Type, Brian Whack? How are you? Walter Moss. Hope you guys are seeing this. What is going on? Let me know if I need any more volumes or anything needs to be changed. Hey, what's going on, Brian? How are you there, buddy? I did, man. I saw that message. Notification Squad. What's up, Evil Clown 333? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. How's everybody? Did I see mine? You like the new screen? All right. Yeah, I did see that, Brian. Just a couple things here as we're coming in here, so make sure you notice up there FTG News. I'm going to try to put a little of something up there every single week we come in, so that way you guys can see what's the new stuff on, see what's coming up, what's new. So I've got FTG United there, brand new community there from the Steam community. So if you guys want to join that, if you're on PC, go ahead and hit that up. Obviously there we've got our top donations, our recent donators, and as well as our latest subscribers and subscriber goals. So we're now at 3089, so this is pretty cool, man. I'm hoping you guys like the new screen. Let's see if we can be able to do a couple things on here. Hey, thank you there, Walter. Appreciate that, man. Well, this is just our intro screen. So it's the first time I was going to try it and put a couple of new things in here and see how things went. But I'm kind of liking it. I mean, it's give yourself a little countdown, a little chill time here. Give you guys a chance to kind of come in and say hey. And as well as me just to kind of get my info out. That way when we get ready to start cranking here on the farm, I can just hit it, start running. It's cool, but a lot of stuff, I knew you would like that, Blue. I knew you'd like it, man. You know, I actually thought about you too. I was like, you know what? Blue said he likes the lesser the better, so but it's okay. So don't worry. As soon as we get it, we'll pull it back down. So let's go over 30 seconds, man. I'm ready to crank into it. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and get things started off here. All right, so there we go. So, oh, wait a minute. Let me do a few other things. Now I'm actually figuring some stuff out here. So I need to hide the chat here on this screen. So here we go. All right, so thanks. There we go. So let me know volume. Okay. There should, I just forgot to put it in there. So audio, Jaden, unknown, perfect. All right, awesome. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. So let me start that over. So one of the news things you'll see all across the top right here is our FTG news. So I'm going to be able to put stuff up there, Steam group information. I'll be able to put alerts up there, anything that's that we're looking at. So maybe if it's I want you guys to go do something, if I want to let you know about an event that's coming up, if I want to do anything like that, this is a good place to put it. So we'll kind of let this roll, and somewhere through the line, we'll go ahead and pop that out and you know, just keep it from just sitting there just streaming. And obviously, we'll always have down, let's see, right here at the bottom, we'll always have Farm Sim 17, and we'll always change that for whatever game that we're playing. But this mainly will always stay the same. So if we do want to, we'll still have sub alerts, we'll still have donation alerts. All that stuff is still stacked in. So all our new subs will still get a we get a proper shout out and all that other good stuff. And then across the top there is all of our FTG United is our new Steam community, Full Tilt Gaming Facebook. There you can reach me there, and at Full Tilt on Twitter. So volume is back and sounds great. Woo! All right there, Eva Clowns. Appreciate that. So we got a little cam going on today. So this is going to be a new feature here with the FTG. So I'm glad you guys can hear it and everything's running. Let me just check volume level here. I just want to make sure that I'm not too loud. Especially, let me know if I need to adjust anything once we get into the map here and once we get into around these tractors. So, all right. So let me set the scene a little bit here for you for what we got today. Hey, what's up, Josh? What's up, Addy, FTG United? Hello, what is up, man? Great to see you, Addy. I'm glad you came, stop in, and said, hey. It is super duper early there for Addy all the way in Ireland. So thanks, man, for coming by. So this is going to be a new series we're going to start. I've been looking at maps. I've been testing some maps. I've been testing some for just, you know, viewability, what is out there, what's good, what's not good, what stinks, what's terrible, what's getting good views, what's not. One of the things is West Coast, everybody's doing it. I can't do a map that everybody else does. I mean, some would say, well, that's stupid. You need to do what everybody else does because that's the way, you know. But I like this map, and I saw this was the Mod Hub map. And then Michael Lee, one of our buddies here from FTG, put me onto this one and said, hey, man, you need to go check out Oregon Springs. So I said, okay, I'll most definitely check it out. So I've got and then we've got some Kloss and some New Holland and Massey. So we're kind of got a little bit of everything. We've probably got more Kloss in here. You know, I actually really like the Kloss mods. They're really, really slick. So I still think we'll kind of use those. Got to be different to stand out. There you go, man. All right, I couldn't figure. Okay, there we go. All right, let's turn that off. So just running a little bit of what we got now. These are all out of the Mod Hub. Now this is the New Holland. This is the CR 990. So this is a step underneath the 1090. So it's got its own header and corn chopper. It's a great looking mod here. And then it's kind of like a black edition New Holland. We've got that JCB. We've got a black edition with that one. I believe that's the 8000 series. New John Deere stuff. We'll get into that apparatus there that's on it. So we've got this one's out of the store as well. This is the 8400. This is the US version. And then we've got plows, cultivators. Some of this is a mixture of what we already have. You know, seeders. We've got all different kinds of seeders just to kind of throw some stuff out there just to test some things. We've got air cart seeders. We've got the Kloss. Big stuff here. So we'll actually grab a T9 as well, maybe even some of the case standard stuff. T7s, New Hollands, is one of my favorite tractors. We use that in about everything. So this is kind of our at least minor subset of stuff that we've got going on here. Envy kicks in. Oh, it's okay, guys. Listen, I've dealt with it for, a long time there with console through FS15, and it's I mean, you got the mods, you might as well go ahead and use them. And some of these are really good. Some of them are just different. It's not like the functionality of them is any more or less crazy than the others. So a lot of these I don't really use them kind of as they are. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and do this. Let's start picking some things up. Before we get going, I'm gonna turn my speed up and let's go. If you've never seen Oregon Springs, let's go take literally a 21 plus speed class look at it. So this is going to be really quick, but it's just going to feature, y'all know how I like to just do a couple of quick look arounds, just get our idea. So here we are here at the shop. It's pretty small, but it's still stationary, still the standard stuff. Got a little workshop back there in the back. As you can see here from the map, there's lots of different odd-shaped colored fields. You've got a lot of really pretty roads. This is a very pretty map. It's a very HD map. As you can see, it does have this autumn-esque feel to it. So we're here at the shop. So one thing, let's just go ahead and zip around, and let's see a few of these others. So we'll zip down here. Garden Center, that's not a big deal. but we'll go through some of this. Whoops, more long turn. There we go. I wanted to go over here to the cattle. So you've got all the stuff that we, you got a water in the middle. Now this is a lot of the some of the bigger America maps feature these this big old huge awning here for the cattle. So we'll have stuff when it grows in. There's tons of storage down here. You got all this down here. You've got all the inside storage as well. Tons of these little buildings and sheds everywhere. Big, huge silage here, as to come to expect. So this is definitely kind of more your American-esque farm. You've got the awning, so if you got pull-through stuff, whatever, you've got grass that all goes in right here. Your feed goes in on the other side. So definitely cattle is going to be something we're going to be working into, doing some bales. We'll do some. This is going to be all by myself. We're going to do some things multiplayer, but we're going to do some things that's all just me. Just kind of getting back to what I used to do and kind of just enjoying talking with you guys. They're going to call this. So let's go ahead and a couple other things. If you've not seen this map, if you have, that's why I'm literally doing things as fast as I possibly can. Got a lot of stuff that's dead. So once you come down here, you've got all your standard sawmill stuff. It does have sawmill down here, so this does look like a fully functioning sawmill that does produce. You need wood chips. We'll have to pallet off, and then we'll sell. Mostly around you'll see clusters of trees there. That's plenty ripe for the picking. Favorite parts here of the map. I love the grass fields here of 60. I know. Trying to be creepy or anything. Your pits here, they're a little bit smaller, not nearly as wide. And you've got this nice little custom pound here. You've got all your fill over here as well. So you got fill and you've got your dumpers over here, so it's pretty decent. I mean, it's not the really big, tall red one, so pretty much any kind of shovel is going to get you in there. All custom flags and everything that comes with it. I mean, so you've also got all this great storage down here. This is something you don't see in a lot of maps. So this is really exciting. I'm really looking forward to getting into this part. Pretty much seeds and fertilizer at every single outpost here at Oregon Springs. So that's biogas. And real quick, we'll see the main farm. Now we're going to carry all the main equipment up here. But yeah, so you've got all the dump stuff down here, and you've got more storage down here, which these are actually familiar to most of you because it's what we used here for the full till sawmill, which is kind of cool. So you've still got all the outlets here for this being a storage place, and then you've got a lot more storage in here, all garage doors, and we've got all this stuff really just ready to go and pack all of our equipment in, and then we'll figure out exactly where we're going to get started from there. So I'm kind of excited to break into that. Then the last place, really, train station. I'm not going to spend too much time. We'll go over there and check it out. But let's go up and check the upper northern barn here at Full Heart Farm. Now this is a little more on our. You do have a little bit smaller storage here, but you do have the little pull-in awnings here. It's a little bit on the smaller scale. You got your hay and your hay and grass bale sell points there. All your roosters and good stuff. And then the other part, which is kind of a weird part, but some people like it. Is going to be the pigs over here. Now it's a big pig farm, so if you're a big, huge pig lover and you like the pigs, then you're probably going to like this map. So you've got tons of stuff in here for like maybe crop storage, whatever your heart's desire on these, whether they become vehicles or trailer outposts that you can put all your trailers and stuff in there, as well as manure and slurry production, just like you'd expect everything else. They do have some custom lighting effects down here, so the green and red and blue down here on the trees. It's kind of a cool little touch. Some people think it's cheesy, but I kind of like it. It's a little creativity, something I've never seen before. So you still got all of your other stuff in here. You got the Meridian seed tanks and fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, your gas, everything that needs to be on here. There's your slurry pumps and all your pigs. So it's actually a very nice, well laid out pig farms. All your all your stuff down here. I'm not sure if this, yeah, it is. And then on the other side is where you actually buy them at. Well, shoot, wait on. Like it's kind of there. It's struggling a little bit. Anyway, oh, you know what? I know what it might be. 1 minute. All right, let's try that. Now, there's a lot of custom textures in this map, a lot of custom stuff going on. So this one's is gonna make it. And you sell down here, so all your milk can be trailered off and sold as well. So this is a really good map. That's really one quick over. Lagging, need to get charter. Yeah, well, I got to be making the money to generate the funds necessary for bringing in charters. So that would be lovely, but at some point, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. At least not for a little time anyway. So let me do a few things here. Just go ahead and straighten that up. I'll go and close a few things down that I definitely don't need. All right, that. All right, so we'll try that out. See what happens. Hey, what's going on, Ian? Is that there? XLL, is that Rista? What is up, man? Or RSTA? So thank you for your subscription. Appreciate that, bro. So let's go ahead and start hauling some stuff. Now we've got GPS mods, we've got Follow Me mods. So I'm hoping to try to get some of this stuff. Hopefully, is going to work. Fingers crossed. We'll see. If you got questions about any of the mods, please don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to ask. I've got a few things that I'm trying to get together for ETS for people wanted from our stream last night. So if I can, I'll make those happen again for these. So, all right, let's try a little. Let's do this first. Let's go ahead and take our walking speed down so I actually don't run crazy over there. All right, let's turn it down to 3. Set that up. Hey, what's going on, Nick T? What's up, man? Hey, Mansoor, how are you? Man in North Carolina Charm Gaming. Yeah, I don't know about all that. All right, so we set a few things up here. Let's go ahead. There we go. I was about to say I couldn't. IC control must have been on. All right, so we'll do Control F. Sets up a follow me. So we'll have to drive a little bit with this one. We'll have to create a trail that he can lock on to. So let's just say we're going to be going down to pretty much right there, the north area of 13 and 14. So go ahead and pull this off to the side here. We do have everything going. So we got crop destruction, we've got tire dirt, as well as ground response too. So, all right. So now let's see if it'll find it. Oh no, I don't want to find it on that one. All right, now here we go. Let's see if it'll lock on. All right. Well, thank you there, William. The best map for console is totally a maybe a what if. It all comes down to preference, man. All comes down to preference. All right, so we'll see our Colossus Lexian of Hill. There he goes. He's following. All right, this is one of my favorite mods. Nick T's been replaced by a robot. Not really. Nobody could ever replace Nick T. So pretty much everything that I do. Hey, thanks, Evan. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we've got a few other things that we'll roll out here as a little bit of time passes. It's only about 11:30, so we're still kind of tipping the prime time hour here for our internet. So once we get out, we'll show you some other things here in our main seed-in area there. So we've got a lot of really cool stuff there going in our main screen. So I'm excited about that. Worked hard on that today, trying to put all these graphics together. Trying to get everything lined up, situated. So I'm pretty happy with how everything has turned out. It's been good. All right, so here's where we'll turn. This will take us back down to our main farm. Like Spike, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, let's go help our buddy out. What? All right. Oh, he just gave up. He's even put the hazard on. He's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, my God. Oh, he got stuck. Okay. All right. I'll let him off the hook this one time, and that's it. Oh, there's some big, oh, come on. All right. So let's go ahead and turn traffic off for right now. All right. Where's traffic? Traffic. That's the only thing I actually kind of like, and I would normally like to keep traffic on. But when you kind of run into those types of issues, it's no fun. So let's try that again now that we've got that back on. So all right, let me do this so I can see chat. There we go. All right. Yeah, somebody call 911. That was So I've got it set for 25 meters. So let's see, is it going to follow? There it goes. All right. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to let it go, man. Okay, so here's the thing about console mods, and this is something that I even used to push a lot when I was a console farmer myself. Though the one thing about any of these mods is they have to be okayed and they have to be installed from the get-go by Giants. So let's just say FS19 comes out, the only people that can put the Follow Me mod in, the GPS mod, any of those style of mods, the only people that can put those in are Giants because they have to be put in and you can't modify the system files. Now, Microsoft has already said that they would be interested in looking at scripted mods because Microsoft and PC are very closely related. So Sony is the one that's really far outside the ballpark and does not absolutely under any circumstance want to play ball. So with that being said, that's just always been the skinny on console mods, and it is going. I'll tell you this, and just my own personal experience with 15 and as well as 17. This is probably. Let's just see what let's see what Kloss guy does here. Before I finish that thought. Okay, all right. Well, looky there. Oh my goodness! Wow, he actually did it and succeeded. All right, so we'll stop it there. Yeah, we'll stop there. We'll go ahead and get this guy and can him. So the thing with console mods is that anything is possible. Just like nobody ever thought that the tire modules, so the tire dirt, the ground response, and the crop destruction were all scripted mods. Giants put them in and allowed those to come to console and put them in. So they're the ones that could do it. They'd have to work with the map makers and the mod makers and make that stuff readily available. So that's the only catch, the only key. The birch cabinet. Yeah, well, it's not birch. It's actually painted off white, but okay. All right, so we'll go ahead now. Y'all, some people have asked what this little red thing is here on the back on our last episode. So in a long story, that thing is something that extends your 3-point hitch out and allows you to put a ball hitch on. So if you have a ball hitch trailer that your tractor does not have, but it has a 3-point hitch on the back, then this thing can pull both of those. So that's and I think, let me just look. I don't think it's in. Is it there? No. I don't exactly remember where that was. Wait, oh, there it is. So this, whatever this vine camp is, between that and this, so this one actually goes under, and that's your ball hitch. So you got your ball hitch, and then you got a 3-point. So if you have a tractor that does not have either one of those, then that'll hook you up. Need more tractor sound? Okay, all right. So all we hear is your mouth running, man. We don't hear no tractors running. The only thing running here is your mouth. This might be a little too loud. Just let me know. Go on the inside here. All right, so here's one of those scripted tractors. Let that fold down. All right, so now we can set. All right, so now they are set, ready to go. So let's move that to 25. All right, now we'll pick this guy up. I probably should go ahead and pick another trailer up. Yeah, man, some nice looking tractors. They're still on the. I'll tell you what, I'm trying to think what we might want to go ahead and tow down. Let's. I mean, all this is pretty much going to go to the same place, and we've got a few different things. Like we got a couple of different seeders because we may take some things off to a few different fields. So this part really doesn't matter too much to me. Some of these seeders, we'll keep the smaller ones around the field there because we got 5 is a small field. 1 we do have bought, and so I may take this one out on some of the smaller fields. This is a really great little seeder mod here. It's 3-point style, but it does everything else. So, all right, so I think they're all together, and let's do this one right here. Let's see what happens. You still hardly hear them. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can turn my game up. Let me see if I need to do that. I don't think I do, but it's very possible that I may need to. Capture system audio. All right. Oh, let's. All right. So let me know what you got. If you guys still need more than that. Best goatee on YouTube, automatic play button. Yeah. Tell you what, let me look at one other thing because it's very possible that it's not pulling that in. So let me just look real quick. I want to make sure that we capture that system audio in there because that's the one thing that will y'all might not be hearing the tractors at all, which I hope that's not the case. All right, let's see what this does. So do y'all hear the horn honk? Let me know if you heard it. I'm kind of thinking y'all didn't hear it. Yeah, y'all not hearing anything. All right, capture video and audio is set, so let me try one other thing. Man, I was really hoping we wouldn't. Barely. Okay, Evan said he heard it. Let's try this. I don't think y'all were hearing what's coming out of my microphone. Yeah, this is not coming through. This is no bueno. Capture system audio microphone. Yep. Hey, what's up, Chevy boy? Yeah, you hear the horn. All right. I'm not sure why everything feels so quiet then. Oh, that's all the way to 100. Hey, what's up? Is that Chinchilla 88? What is going on, man? Yeah, man, y'all still aren't hearing. Y'all, I guarantee y'all aren't really hearing it. This is starting to get on me here. Let's see. All right, hang on. I'm just trying to get some of this stuff. All right, so let's try again here. Hey, there it is. Woo! Let me know. I think y'all heard that loud and clear. There it is. Chris is like, "Ew, there it is." Woo! All right. All right. Thank y'all for letting me know. All right, good. I'm glad that's all coming through now. So, if something else now is really out of whack and out of balance, then let me know. Oops. Oh, no, there it is. So some of this, we'll take some of this here, and then some of it we'll space out, depending on if we need to use storage elsewhere. So we may use some of those awnings there as we get over there, maybe towards the pigs, and I think we should have turned left there, yep. The blind leading the blind around, y'all. Alright, good. I'm glad you guys see all that now. I was starting to really get worried. Alright, now I got to move this over so I can see my chat. Alright, there we go. Alright. Like the exhaust smoke, yes. With the tractor, yeah. This one's got some. Now this is a black JCB. It's kind of the same exact deal as we had on console and the kind of the default game there. But it does have a few different wheel sets and a front loader, which is awesome because the two tractors that I have both have options to put on the bigger the bigger front end loader, which I absolutely love. I don't always like a telehandler when I'm, doing stuff like this. I mean, I kind of like to use a little bit of both, so it's kind of nice. All right, let's just go ahead for right now. Let's just run some of this stuff over here. Y'all are going to kind of see my OCD-ness when it comes to trying to set up a farm and trying to get all this stuff exactly where I want it. So I apologize in advance. This is going to be the 6-hour stream. All right, so now we can go ahead and detach all of this. And go ahead and do this, guys. So Control F does this. And I can set offsets, so if you want to... the one cool thing about the Follow Me is this is pretty nice to use it like this, but the one good thing it's useful for is when you're going out to a field and you've got one doing windrowing and the other guy is bailing right behind you doing some square bales or something. Now that is pretty cool. So I haven't really messed with too much of that, so that's going to be something that I'll be looking forward to. Oh, the 2500, yeah, man. Yeah, the Giants, yeah, it's crap. It is. Well, I'll tell you what, man, Black Sheep Modding does a absolute fantastic job. So everything they put out is good, and everything they put out is console based too. So that's another good reason I like those guys is they take initiative to make sure that everyone's bases are covered and that everybody's getting a fair shake at some really good high quality mods. So kudos for them for the amount of work that they put in. It's really good. All right, so we got this one here, and I don't really care where most of this stuff goes. I figure this guy's a little bit small. He's not the bigger stuff in here. Like a marathon, yeah, man. Yeah, it won't be no 6-hour stream, I can assure you that. This old boy at some point here, we got to get to bed. But this will be a good series. I've already been around and looking at this map some. There's still some things that I'm going to have to learn, just because this is one of those maps that has a lot of custom stuff that I'm just not used to doing. So I think it's still a little bit overwhelming when I'm with mods in maps and stuff that really, for the lack of better words, really add a lot of custom stuff to it. I'm still get caught in that console mode sometimes. All right, so we'll just drop that there. We'll get us a tractor in here, and we'll. All right, you going ahead? Good catching up. All right, Evan, good to see you there as always, there, bud. West Coast of this map. I know. I keep pulling good maps on you there, Walter. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's just leave the header for right. Let's leave it here for right now. Oh, and the conundrum of not any milk. That's hilarious. There's nothing worse, man. Or, when someone fixes brownies in the house, or any kind of good chocolate, anything, cookies, anything that's to be perfect with some milk, and then you get everything. You get about 6 cookies on your paper towel, and you're throwing them up there. You're fixing to just go grab a whole slab of milk. No milk. All right, so there's that, and let's go ahead and throw some of these up. See what kind of, now these are all, I think, now this one's different. This one's just all open, so let's throw some, let's go ahead and open these up. Make sure, there we go, open door, and open door. So we'll go ahead and throw some of our other smaller stuff in here. Some of these cedars, all that kind of the small miscellaneous stuff. Jimmy Johnson, yeah, I'll do whichever one Nick hates. Because I know Nick dislikes some of those guys. Alright, so there you kind of see this weight here, me using that for that. Now, the one thing is that does extend and gets that a little bit off the bed of your tractor, which is kind of nice to have. So that's predominantly the reason that I use those. Now, you can use those if you have a hitch. Oop, gotta sneeze. Maybe not. Alright. Alright, we're good. Even forgot what I was thinking. I don't even remember. Oh yeah. So that's predominantly the very reason I'll use that little weight. It'll extend off, keep all that stuff right off. You definitely want to keep it off. Alright, so let's here, let's grab our and let's take it back over. We can do this with, I've got a couple of plows and some stuff, so alright, so we're back. So I guess it's just 60. Now, I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's me. I seem to have enough. I seem to have enough speed now, so I just did this little speed test there, and I just zapped it so that it would. We're back to 30 frames, so it may look a little bit more jumpier than it did before. So if it does, I apologize. It's just, you know, that's gotta deal with what it is now. So. Anyway, alright, let's see what else I've got here. We'll get the rest of this stuff down to here. So, alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, so we can definitely pull this John Deere in over. Alright, so we'll give us a little space there. Alright, so we've still got our plow and cultivator. Now, not everything that we have uses the cultivator. Some of it is automatic direct seed. But here is one of my new favorite mods. Let me make sure everything's good on my end. So yeah, let me know if you guys are here and if everything's kind of back to, yeah, refresh. Alright, we'll see what that does. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cobras Gamer? It's back to normal. Okay. Alright, so I pulled down my frame rate. So we're back down into the 30s. So we're not running at a 60 frame. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer for it anymore. I know sometimes my speed as well. Like today's speed's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I get tired of trying to chase it down. Sometimes I don't even know if my internet was, you know, much better, if I still wouldn't have some issues here and there. So it is what it is. All right, good deal. Back to normal. All right, everything's good right now. Can't promise later. So here is a brand new tractor. This is the Massey Ferguson, the 7000 series. This thing is an absolute beast. So the one thing is, you're going to have a weight on this thing. So I've got one over here, and I'm going to see how much weight this thing actually carries, because these plows are extremely heavy. And I've got a tractor that I think is going to work with this. I think. What's going on, Brandon? How are you there, bud? Good to see a lot of my farming favorites. And it's been a little while since I've kind of been in and out of the farming deals, so. I think we got to go out in the other. Oh, now we're going to have to probably reset it. Dang it, come on. Hey, there we go. Alright, there's that. Let's leave it running. Alright, so this guy should have... I think he's got his follow me guy. Maybe. Alright, so there's the leader on that. And he's got 25 on him. This guy's got 25. Who else we got? Hey, what's up, Jacob? How are you, man? Hope everybody's doing well. So welcome to a new and improved looking Full Tilt Gaming here. Been working on these graphics here the past couple of days, so I hope you guys enjoy those. Got a couple of new screen grabs here. Let me do this. So let me just take a little time here. I want to showcase a few things here on this because I'm doggone proud of it. So let me save this, make sure nothing happens to it. Don't have any more issues. So from this screen we can go right back. Let's see, we'll put that in and then right back to here. So we've got a little chance here to welcome in new subscribers. We've got chat going back in this, so I still can always come back over here and then I can still farm out of this one. So that's really nice to have, but it's always good too to be able to come back in and make everything full screen. So yeah, so there we go. We'll bring it back full screen. So thanks to all of our new subs. Thanks to yeah, there you go. So thanks to everybody that's subscribed here over the past. So I think we're up to like 3,000 and somewhere around 90. So 3,500 is that goal that's getting ever so close to getting there. So I'm really excited to see all the new stuff that's going to be coming out, and all the new games are coming out this September. So we've got a ton of stuff that is really going to be happening. So I hope you all want to be a part here of what's going on at FTG. We've been doing a lot of farming here with Raptor and the Rat Pack. It's been really nice just kind of getting back to farming, which has kind of gotten me back into the buzz. So we'll put a follow me on those guys. So I think we can start our convoy of tractors and seeders and everything else. So let's wait on them to come. Yeah, well, appreciate that, William. Got to go in 3 minutes. All right. Alright, so some of this stuff will drop in into our outside storage there. Some of this is the big seeders and the air cart seeders, and just looking at this stuff coming out of here, that is a pretty cool sight, I gotta say. Hey, what's up, Robert? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. It's good to see everybody tonight. So thank you. If you're new with us here, please feel free to throw anything up here in chat, introduce yourself, especially if you have subscribed here over the past few minutes or whatnot. Go ahead and let me know that you've done that for a proper shout out. And obviously, if you haven't, we've got donation stuff, super chats are up, everything's going, all of our alerts are back up, and I think as far as I can tell, everything's working. We've got us a brand new farm here in Oregon Springs. A few new content stuff's going to be starting to roll out this week. So I hope you guys enjoy these new farm looks, and I'm going to see how much of this stuff I can get back into and get back into doing a little bit of farming. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Just finished at work. Well, awesome, man. So I'm in a brand new Massey Ferguson 7000 series. Now this was on the Mod Hub, so it does have all the internal control. So it's got anything and everything. Literally, I mean, all the windows and fenders, anything you want to put on this bad boy, you certainly can. It's a beast. And then to have the cab control and the rollover control, it's crazy. It's crazy good. You can add fenders back to the front. You got wipers on both ends, which doesn't really make any sense, but you know, it looks good. It's a lot of good eye candy. Well, thank you there, Andrew. Appreciate that, man. It's always great to see you come in and hang out, so I appreciate your support as well. Are we going back to Mars? I think I'm gonna go back to Mars tomorrow night. So unless this one takes off in the series, you guys are just like, dude, man, you got to do more Oregon. I really enjoyed that. You know, loading out. So it's like, you know, so we're gonna be going like maybe an hour. So I mean, I'm gonna be good to be doing this for a little bit longer. So. All right. So let's just see. Did he get stuck? I think he got stuck. Alright. Right, okay. Now, some of these guys, we're going to kind of get these out over the way here. Alright, so there's that guy. He's done. And let's go ahead and get this guy. He's done. Alright. And this is featured. I can't say. I don't know if Nick's still. I don't know if Nick's still in the chat here or not. But Mr. Nick T here over at Rat Pack threw me up some quick decals on this nice Chevy here. Threw me some stuff in there as well as I think Brian. This is the same one that has the passenger script on it as well. So special thanks to those guys for their just you know, random acts of kindness that doesn't go unnoticed and is very much appreciated. And I kind of got ahead of myself. So let's throw this over here. Let's get some of this other out of the way. So I'm going to park the tractors over here in the garages, and then we'll have most of our equipment be over here. So let's see how much of this we can kind of get back over in here. Get it out of the way. Massey, that's right. Yeah, man. Been driving a Bobcat. Awesome, dude. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of everything. This is kind of like a collective feeler map. So we've got, whoo, that was loud. So we've got Klaus back into the mix. We've got JCB. So here's the JCB. Now this is the 8000 series, the yellow one. Now this one has multiple wheels, wide wheels. We've got wheel weights. I think there's doubles, there's double narrows, and it's got front loader with all the attachments that fits the 8000 series, which is cool. Then we've got the T7. We've got Klaus mods as well as this beauty of a Massey Ferguson right here. This one comes with a bunch of different color combos, but this is very much a European Massey Ferguson. But it's okay. I saw this on the Mod Hub, and actually I think I saw this on FS Mod 17. I saw this. I was like, oh man, we got to put that in there. Too good to pass up. So what's up, Brian? Yes, YouTube has been terrible lately. It's, you know, I mean, you put stuff up there and YouTube does not do anything but pretty much kind of hide your videos behind everyone else, you know, and no matter what you do, it's kind of hard to break out of that mold. So I'm hoping things kind of return back to normal. It's just kind of odd to see, you know, your views as a channel go from, you know, 12 to 13 to 14 to 1500 a video to back down to like 300, and for no apparent reason, like just one day, you know. Hey, I put a lot of work into it, and it, you know, hopefully that as one day that work will pay off. I'm confident of that. It'll happen. All right, so let's do a couple of these things. Let's throw some of these up here. Well, no, sure, man. So I do have this up there. It's on the right here. Get that right. Yeah, so right there is our new Steam group there, FTG United. So if you're on PC, if you're on PC farming and you want to keep up and have a chance to meet, you know, other PC players, please join that group. It'll be a place too where I can post some new announcements of things that I've got going on. So if we've got special streams or we've got any kind of giveaway stream days that, you know, happen to come up as a part of a specific milestone, that'll be good times to put that up. Or if we've got some brand new killer content that's going up, some kind of a new, I don't know, let's just pretend, say, hey man, FTG got an early copy of FS19, which I don't look for that to happen, but if it did, okay. And if that did happen, then I could put all my notifications up there and I can let everybody know, especially in the Steam group as well as anybody here on YouTube. So it's a good way to get a full message out without people having to do Twitter or Facebook, that kind of thing. So switch to Twitch, maybe. I'm considering it. I mean, I've literally got everything built up for Twitch and YouTube. As you can tell, that little intro graphic there has got like Twitch all over it. So if it comes down to it and YouTube's going to keep pulling it, I mean, what I may do is just turn YouTube into an informational video channel. and then just turn Twitch and make it my live stream. And the one thing I'm kind of hoping is that YouTube's going to have to get on the ball, because they're going to have to do some of this stuff. If not, people will start going to Twitch. I mean, like, big people will start going to Twitch. So, all right, so let's do our little air cart seeder here. Now, I'm not sure where this thing is going to reside. It may reside on the back side of this building. That's possible, Walter. That may happen. I did go in and I actually watched a few Twitch stuff. You know, I watched some of their stuff, and I was pretty impressed. I mean, just all the tools and the API and stuff that's there with Twitch. I mean, it's very nice, very nice. All right, so let's see. I've only got. So I'm going to do this. Now this something is the TARDIS tool, so I can fast travel back up here to the shop, and. So I got that. I want to say, oh yeah, there it is. So I had one other thing up here, and that was the tedder. Alright, so here is the last surprise of the day. There's no other surprises. So this right here is a beautiful Pottinger. This is a mower deck with a windrower on it. So this is kind of the Coon DLC-ish, and as you can see, it is John Deere, and it is John Deere and green and yellow because Mr. Nick T hooked me up again and said, hey, let's just see if we can change the colors on these mowers and make them green and yellow. So voila, here we go. This is on a brand new 8 series here, the 8400R, and this is another wonderful mod set. It's got an internal control. Now this one's got more of the black smoke, so you see those guys are rolling coal. You'll kind of see a little bit more with this one. That's good stuff, man. This is good stuff. I'm excited for this one. So the only other thing that really we need to do here is I thought we may use this, but it doesn't turn like we are. So let's go ahead and get rid of this, and let's go ahead and get our Wilson grain trailer. Let's get it bought. Let's get this sold off because I don't need it. Seeing the new. I've heard myself. No, I don't think so, Blue. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Sure, man. Yeah, because they really didn't do a Farm Sim 16. That was a mobile title, so they did Farm Sim 15, so it's every 2 years. So they do, I think they did the 13, 14, and then they did 15, and then 17 was a console PC release, and then they'll do 19. So 18 will be a mobile release. Alright, so we'll go ahead, let's pull up, oops, nope. That was hooking me up to the truck there, so let's go ahead and do this and pull a little forward. Yes, that's right there, Robert. Yep. So they'll pull that out then. Alright, let's see if we can go ahead and... nope, still going to do it. Alright. So we'll get this guy out of the way. So one thing I want to do is go ahead and buy me some type of a grain trailer and an auger wagon. Now, we will go the big route, but just for now... Oh, shoot, what the heck. I'm just going to do it. I like the red one. I like the wheels. I'm not a big fan of the crawler track, but let's do that. Let's do red, and then let's do us a nice grain trailer. So I've got the Wilson grain pack in here, which is absolutely fantastic. Love this thing. So we got a lot of different choices in here. So we've got all the semi stuff. We've got Kloss. Now these are all basically the same loading wagon-ish, kind of like the Krone, so they don't carry everything. Basically, all your cuttables, so your silage, your grasses, your hay, straw, those kind of things can go in there. Then we've got the semi-trailer here with Crampy. Now this has got a bunch of different storage mods on it, but it does up your storage in there, which is kind of cool. Other than that, we've got all these the RZR modding, which did all the Wilson trailers. So we've got the black ones, white ones, chrome, the 36 foot all the way up to the 42 foots, and then we've got all the dollies that hook onto the back of those. So we've got pretty much everything, and we've even got the extra ones here that have like 75,000 and 120,000 pound capacities instead of the short 59,000. So all right, so let's do, I want to do a black one, so let's do the Wilson dolly trailer 2-axle. So I probably just want to do this. I don't really want to get into the dollies. Let's just go ahead and get the 2-axle grain trailer. And it's just the standard stock truck. There's nothing special about this one. That's the one thing I forgot to do, was put in the truck. A Super B grain trailer, yeah, man. I'll never turn down good mods, man. Never turn them down. Alright, so looks good. It's a good solid trailer there. So I'm not sure, does this thing have a back attacher? No, of course it does not. Alright, so we'll need to pull down the other one there. Alright, so let's see if we can make all of this at least hook onto there. Let's see what we got here. See what it does. Alright, so there we go. There's that. And this will be our last load, so we can finally start farming after this. I'm kind of, you might be able to tell I'm getting a little bit giddy. Alright, so let's which tractor? Alright, so let's fast travel this one back up. Zero turn powered baler. Awesome, man. Is that a mod, or are you talking IRL there, Blue? Nice truck. Is that a Mac, Robert? I think it's the copy of. It's you know, they gave it a different name for copyright and licensing, but yeah, I think it would be in that particular category. One of those day cabs there. All right, sounds good. That sounds good, Brian. All right, so will let us. Yeah. All right. So one thing I'm going to do is make sure I get a little bit off of this trailer there. Alright, so everything's running. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, you got the mod. It's the mod for it. Okay, I got you. I got you. Looks like the truck got stuck. Of course the truck got stuck. Oh, he's trying. Alright, let's help him out here. Let's give him oh. Come on, you only had one job there, truck driver. There we go. Now he's going to floor it. See, man, them tires just look balls. That's just good stuff there. My night's been good. What's up, Carson, man? Good to see you guys. It's been a long time coming here. Return back to a little bit of Farm Simmons. So thank you guys for coming. A lot of familiar faces in there. So good to see you guys. Yeah, I need to I need to get a few more trucks in there. I don't really have a lot of trucks. Oh yeah, all the time there, Chris. All the time, man. All right, so everyone's there. Everyone's in tow there. Awesome. And welcome to anybody here that may be new. If you are, hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content here. We got lots more coming your way here as part of FTG. So it's been really cool today get back to a little bit of FTG roots, because this is where I got my start, was all in Farm Sim 15 on the console. So now we're running 17 here inside of PC. So this is really cool being able to do that. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us and watching along. And being a part of today's stream. It's good. I actually have looked forward to today. This has been nice. Thank you guys for coming. Don't forget there's some likes on the videos as always, and you can also catch us FTG here in a lot of Raptor's new Farm Sim videos. So we've been doing a lot of stuff. We've been clear cut logging. Raptor just did a little cotton picker mod review, which is kind of cool. Nick T found that one up on one of the FS mod sites there, and it turned out to be a really nice little episode. We did some grapes harvesting like a week and a half ago. So we're actively looking at doing a few things. A couple of those things are going to be doing some spin tires. So if you guys are interested in seeing more on spin tires, definitely go give Raptor, go give him some likes on those videos. Make sure you subscribe and keep up with all that, because FTG here will be in all of that. So come by next to the live stream, especially if you see me in there. Come by and say hey. Be glad to welcome you guys into the crew. So he's been really supportive here of the channel. So I can do my little part there of what I can do, even at where I'm at. So Much thanks and appreciation to all those people there. It's been a part of just my continued and hopefully prolonged success here on YouTube. It's been a little crazy now, but I hope things can continue. It's put a lot of work into it to just stop and go somewhere else. I wish I used the steering wheel. I haven't really gotten into that because if I was doing multiplayer and doing one job, then I would. The one thing is I don't have a side secondary joystick. So if I had the secondary joystick, I would use it to do everything like telehandlers, crane operations, those kinds of things. But I don't have one, not a stick joystick. So yeah, that kind of does throw it off a little bit. So right now, just use the controller and a mixture between the controller and the keyboard. So. It's a little bit of the best. I'm not don't really like the keyboard that much unless I'm just using the custom commands. It works pretty good for that. And outside of that, I don't really ever fool with it. Hey, what's going on, Charles? Sniff, how are you? Popular gamer Raylan. Now I totally saw the comment there and then didn't even see you there. So what's up, man? I hope you're doing well. Alright, so I'm gonna find somewhere down here we can park this bad boy. Probably could get the 36. Just like the 42 footer here. We'll just put it right here. How about that? Nothing but drinking for hours. Oh, that's great, man. Yeah, living the life in a NASCAR race. You're, yeah, that's it, man. That's it in a nutshell. All right, let's take our mower set. Let's take it over here and let's put it somewhere up in the garage. I don't know. We probably won't dive right off the bat into silage. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of harvesting. Let's get some hay done. Let's get some straw done, and then we'll go ahead and move back into grass. Get those done. I really like doing the cattle and taking care of those guys first. So we'll put the mowers and stuff back in here. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, let's go ahead and grab what we got here. So we got tedder. So we'll throw this over here with all of our grass cut and stuff. Alright, sounds good there, Brian. You have a good one there, buddy. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us for a while. Alright, good enough on that one. As you can see, we've got plenty of tractors, but eventually at some point, let's turn the volume down just a hair. Eventually at some point, we'll probably take some of these tractors. Will be going off to different areas, so we'll have, you know, maybe one of the T7s will be down there by the sheep, because those are. Do we have sheep? Yeah. Maybe down by the cattle. So that's maybe where we'll stick those guys and have them all the way out, and not all, you know, 7 or 8 tractors all up here in one fell swoop. So. Alright, so let's take this over here just to get it out of here. I don't exactly know where I'm going to put all these headers. I've only got 2. So I've got a shorter one in case we want to put one of these out on one of the fields to get one of the smaller Lexions there by Colossus. But we also do have the brand new, it's a New Holland 990. So it's smaller than the 10 and a little bit bigger than the 5. So we're kind of splitting the difference on that one. Yes. Amen to that, Walter. Alright, let's see if I can back up the actually, can I get to, okay, that takes me back there, that takes me back to there. Alright. Trying to see if there was a better place to put this. Doesn't look like there really is. So I think these may just go on the back side here. So let's just take these over. I wish I could lock these the front dolly wheels down. That'd be nice. We'll just pull these one right after the other right here, and that way we can still leave this little place to drive through. Alright, we'll do that one there, and then we'll pick this other one and do the same thing with it. And yep, there it is. Oh yeah, man. Well, I've been looking at a couple of different racing games. I had done Drive Club on console and absolutely loved it. So we may break into that once it comes to PC, or we may, you know, run off on one of these others and try like the Crew or Project Cars 2. I know that one's coming out here in September. So I need to get on the horn there and see if I can write to some developers and see if any of them are interested in giving me a shot at or crack at any of those games to stream them. I've had a blast with NASCAR, although NASCAR is just, it's a very small oriented game from the output of YouTube views. Even some of the bigger 500,000 subscriber people didn't really do that well with the game, which was kind of that was kind of disappointing. But you know, when you're doing these things, you're kind of streaming these games, you do have to keep in mind, I mean, some people are doing it for a living. And the way YouTube is, if you're not getting views on videos, then you're not making them money. Therefore, they'll find someone else to make it for them. So that's I guess one of the more unfortunate like realisms of YouTube. All right, let's see if I can actually pull this off. Yeah, not too bad. Alright, so now this farm is actually starting to feel pretty decently organized. So the only thing left we've got to do is we got to figure out where to put this. Now, we got a couple of different places. Pretty much the left part now, we've got biogas has got some stuff down there. I maybe want to run over there towards and maybe see what's... We just need to see what kind of what we got on the field right now. We've always got two places here that we can drop some... Oh, that's where we need to put this trailer. What was I thinking? Crew's good. Forza, yeah, I know Forza was good. I know Gran Turismo Sport was coming out on PS4. I was like, oh man, it kind of wants me to, it kind of wants to, you know, remind me to maybe keep the PS4 around. I don't know. Gran Turismo Sport's gonna be incredible. I know it is. All right, so we got a few extra spots over here. So let's go ahead and throw, this bad boy over here. Not gonna hurt anything. Alright, so now the only thing left is to get this and put it back over here. And then we can check the map and do some farming. Alright. Yeah, I got the long one. I need to get the short one. Whoops. Yeah, it's got the double fill, so yeah, I need to back that one up. All right, so let's take a peek here at our map. All right, so fruit types is what we got here. Gran Turismo, yeah, we'll definitely do. Now that we got the wheel and the shifter and stuff, we'll definitely be sporting some more of that. So let's see, let's do. Alright, so there's growth. So everything, there's some things that are ready to harvest, some things are out already. So 17, 18, 19 is all out. So maybe we can cultivate one of those or seed cultivate, whichever we've got. I know we've got a couple of different options here. So trying to find something, wheat or barley, something that we can bale. So just because we might want to go ahead and get started with some of that. We can sell what we do have, so we can take a few things out and get some of those. Look at 12 is right up the road there. So 12 has got... Of course, it has corn. I don't have a header. I said get one, but... All right, so 4 is corn. A lot of corn and a lot of sunflowers from what I can see. Some potatoes. 11's got so I'm looking for 21's barley, but we don't have it. 15 has got canola, and 15 is good. So it's harvestable. So we go down and grab 15, and we could grab 20. So there we go. Let's go grab 15 and 20. They're ready to go. Let me make sure my withering is off. It is off. Okay, good. All right, so let's go grab those. Let's take the Lexion down with the big header, and we'll go take down 20, and we'll take down 15. And 18 has got soybeans on it, and let's see if 18 is ready to go. All right, growth, fruit types. Yeah, soybeans is there. Growth. Okay, that's all withered. So we can cultivate. All right, tell you what, let's do this. Let's put a plan in. Well, let's do 15 and 20 and see how we do on harvest of that. And if we can hire, maybe we could run a few headlands around and then hire a worker and just see how they do. And then maybe while we're doing that, we can cultivate up some and chew up some of 17, 18, or 19. Let's see if we can do that. That'd be really good for tonight. That'd be a full night. 23 is, so 23 is barley, and it is withered. So that'll be another one that we got to chum out. So it doesn't look like we have much wheat. Most of the wheat is in the fields that we don't own. Now we do have 3, but 3 and 20. So there's only 4 fields, and we only own 1 of them. The rest of them are withered. So. I guess we'll start with canola. That's good though. That's a very sellable crop. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's move our truck out of the way. We going farming, people. Woo! Enough transportation. This ain't ATS. Let's get it done. I know. I can be a little OCD when it comes to the farm stuff too, setting it up. You know, like this. Like I'm driving around thinking, oh, where do I want to park this? I'm like, oh yeah, let's park it over here in the parking spaces designated for work trucks. Perfect. All right, good deal. Alright, so let's grab big boy out of here. Now this does have some IC in it, so IC just is, let's just say this one is open side steering wheel. So this thing's will fold up, come down. You've got windows, you've got exterior cab or interior cab lights, I should say, and stuff like this. All these open doors. And for the outside of this, you can open the whole entire sides of everything. So all the backs, the tops, everything, it all gets opened up. So it's pretty cool once it's all opened up. It's a lot of modeling, some animated parts in there, animated fans. Kind of see that on the top there. You've got the fan going around, or the exhaust fan, I guess that would be. I don't guess it's the intake. Would highly doubt that. But I'm not a true farmer, so I wouldn't have the idea. Hey, what's up, Jerry's Projects? What's up, Stunt Nemesis? How are you, man? Good to see you guys. So thanks for coming and hanging out with us in a little farm sim. Usually set your truck by the chickens. So we'll back some of now. Some of these tractors, like I said, we'll go ahead and take some of these down to the individual places. So as we get cattle, as we get possibly pigs, if we do that on this map, as we get into some of that, we'll go ahead and start looking at a few things. So we can take some of those tractors where they were, and they won't all stay up here. So I know things are going to look pretty jam-packed right now, but that's not going to stay there for long. All right, so we can't do that. Let's go ahead and let's pull. Yeah, so here we go. Let's grab this boy and let's have him go ahead and pull our oh, you know what? Let's have him pull the grain cart. We're gonna use the follow me mod here. Let's go ahead and grab our an Argo wagon. So we'll grab this thing back up, and then we'll take this back over. We'll follow the header and the harvester. Get it going. Where's the dog? Kyle Flynn saw your custom truck when Raptor uploaded you guys taking down trees. You're killing it. Vince was doing great. Yeah, Kyle. As I got stuck on a concrete barrier. Yeah, man. Well, the truck was already done, so I had a couple of good guys here made some stuff. Brian Wack, or Wack, I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name, but anyway, he did a little passenger script on that, cleaned a few things up on that mod, and then Nick went in and added the decals on the bed plus, and we've actually got it over here. He added the FTG United sticker on the back there, the hashtag, as well as the farm logo there. So cool stuff. Cool stuff. Oh, and by the way, you can see it scrolling across the top there, guys. If you're on PC, and you're looking for a Steam community to be a part of here, go ahead and consider throwing something down here for us. We just literally got that thing started off. I finally figured out I was just going to call it FTG United. There was no other better way to say it, since that's what this whole family, I mean, this whole channel revolves around. What better community name to give it than FTG United? So. Absolutely, man. I'm trying to think up too, and I'm trying to work a few things to maybe see if we can't do, you know, just some city multiplayers with some of the guys. As sponsorships and stuff roll out, I think that'll be something cool there as well. Just guys that really support and sponsor the channel, whether that be through donations, you know, regular donations, or let's see, in regards to whether or not they do, you know, the actual sponsorship program. Be a good kind of deal to have everyone that does that be able to come and join me on the farm, do some live streams, just hang out with everybody, have a really good time. So all right, so let's look at it here on our map. Now we've got, I think, 15. Let me just double check. So 15's got canola, so we can do that, and 20. So let's go ahead and go down to field 15 because it is ready to go. So that's gonna be a right turn out of here. And we've got a hodgepodge of mods. So we've got some Kloss, we've got a few John Deere in here, as we get it stuck on the fence there. Oh, I'm going to get this thing stuck hard. Hang on a minute. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. Alright, so there's that, and go ahead and hook back up to this. And we'll set the follow me there, and let's pull him off there. 25, alright, so I think that's 25 feet. 25 meters maybe. Alright, there he follows us. John made there. Hey, Kyle, I've been there. So here's the thing. If you're going to have a wheel and you're going to have all of that stuff, I would say go with, I would say just me personally, if you're really going to mod it out and do ATS, I think it would be fun. But then again, if you're going to be using a keyboard or mouse, I would say hold off on the driving games like that until you had a full-fledged, you know, steering wheel and pedals. It really helps. But even then, there's so many different operations in Farm Sim that I have. At some point, I feel like I have a little bit more fun on Farm Sim now. You can get burned out on it, but that's with everything, man. So thank you there, Martin. Is that Ska or Ska? Ska or Ska? So yeah, Martin Ska, thank you for your subscription. Appreciate that. Joining the FTG United crew, so thank you, man. Appreciate that a lot. Alright, so this can go ahead. I'm having to look up over my wheel here because I can't pull it up on the desk. Alright, so let's pull this over here, that way we can grab it. I do have crop destruction, we've got ground response, we've got everything on, so alright, go and detach that. How much thing will be? I tell you what you can do. You can wait till the sale hits on ATS. They run sales on ATS quite frequently, and you can usually pick the game up for around maybe $8 or $9, and then you can also even find the DLC for about $2 a DLC. So ATS is usually on sale a lot. Farm Sim, not so much. I think Farm Sim's still about $30 now as it is. So, you know, I mean, it's one of those things. Yep, that's it, man. Waiting for the Steam sale. That's it. That's where it's at. One thing I'm going to do is another video here on setting up the Rocat mod. So Rocat power grids and stuff, you can use all that stuff with your phones, and it is absolutely fantastic. So phones, you can do anything, turning anything on that you want to. So if you've got I don't know if you turn harvesters on, you do pretty much anything with it. So it's pretty cool to see all that happening. So I'll do a video on that, hooking that up. So all those PC players, that'll be another big one for you to watch. Alright, so I got a couple mods going on here like I always do. Now I do have the chopped straw mod in, I think I do. I don't know, it's not going, yeah, it is going to do something there. Alright. So let's do... tractor and truck driver any day. Well, thank you, man. we try to do what we can. So I've got this set up. So now we're harvesting a little bit of canola. So we'll run a few headlands and let's just see what the worker will do. It may not work. I don't know. We'll see. These are kind of hard to do the GPS mods on just because of the oblongness of the fields here. They don't really do that well with them. Even the regular mods, and you still have to be in the in the truck or in the harvester to actually make any of that happen. So this is one of the smaller fields, and we do have the wider header on here, so that should make pretty quick time of our quick usage of our time, I should say. All right, Kyle. Oh, you don't think you'll ever have one? Well, you know, PCs, I mean, they're just, I don't know, man. They're just a different beast. I mean, I've enjoyed mine, but then again, it's they can be a handful, they can be a lot. It's an investment, so I completely understand that. But the good thing about some of these you know, PCs and the games now are getting so good to where you know, they're really able to really optimize the games. Even the small-time developers do a pretty decent job of optimizing the game, which is good. All right, so let's go ahead and set. So you'll hear a couple of beeps and beacons and stuff will be happening as we see here. So we've got almost 1/4%. So once you get that quarter, you see it is throwing our chopped stuff out here. So all that'll be ground back up into the ground once we get done. So as it really, you can't pick that up and bale it or nothing. It'll just go right back into the ground. And even these headers still even have the, you really tell the ground response. It really gives you this rock back and forth. You know, I don't know. I would love to see these kind of mods like with a real actual motion chair. You know, it would be so all that'd be it right there. Oops. What type of computer do I use? So it's a Digital Storm PC. So it's got the 1080 Ti, which is the 11 gig card, i7 7700. It's got a SSD, 2 terabyte hard drive, storage wise on top of that. 32 gig of RAM, CD, you know, the same stuff. Liquid cooled, liquid cooled CPU. The Kaby Lake one, and I'm trying to think really what else. I mean, that's the big gist of it. Got an upgraded power brick, power supply. Did a lot of air movement, some custom fans. But I do have a link down in the very bottom of the description, so if you want to check that video out, I actually kind of walked through everything that I had, why I built it, how I invested it, why I invested in it. I kind of hate saying what my computer specs are because I don't want it to come across as being, you know, like an ego trip about it. But it is what I bought, and mainly just for investment for the better of the channel. So now it looks like I've just got to neither invest in moving everything to Twitch if YouTube's going to flop out on me, or I'm going to have to give AT&T a call and let them have a piece of my mind here and get some upgraded internet out here. Oh yeah, man, I still got yeah, man. I've had I had the red ring of death twice on the 360. I haven't had I never went to the one, but I had on the 360 both times. Never had any problems with the PS4. It did good. The other thing that I have running here as well, I think we should hear combine signal here pretty soon. So I've got Proceed as well, which we talked about that day here on the live stream, and I also have better fuel usage. So the more that you kind of stomp down on the gas, the more fuel it's going to use, which is kind of cool. So that's why it looks like we've got 2 or 3 different rings around our speedometer. That's exactly why. I don't know if it did on the new one or not, man. I know I wasn't really going to hang around to find out. Alright, so let's find the lay of the field is going right back down in the middle there. So typically in what I always used to do, I would take this up and I'd basically split the middle of the field, especially when you've got a really oblong field like this. You'll have to go by and pick up some of the outsides of it, but you know. You kind of see the groove of the whole entire thing goes this way, so I'm just going to start up here. See what happens. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and pull this down there just in case we need it. And if I think of this, I'm probably gonna. I might take this. I don't know. I guess we'll leave it. It is a belly dump trailer, which is kind of one of the reasons I wanted it in here. I didn't know what kind of clearance I had on some of these silos and some of the sell points, because I saw some of them are the same ones we used to use in Goldcrest. There are a few of those that are very much alike and similar, but I don't know. It's kind of getting hung on everything, so I might back up and punt on that one. It depends on what's in it, Kyle. Depends on what the components are. I mean, honestly, a good a good Google, especially when on some of the components you're not familiar of. Do your research. I mean, just start Googling stuff. Google gaming PCs. Find out what's standard. What's usually an industry standard. I mean, this stuff changes so constantly. I wouldn't really know at this point what to tell you the new industry standard is, but you know, take all that with a grain of salt. Just be informed. Looking at them, I mean, might be making a really good Christmas gift or a really nice birthday gift. All right, looks like he's making his turn down there, so that's good. Hey, what's up, Neb? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. And what's going on, Mr. Pinto? How are you there, bud? Mr. Pinto, you guys were talking about the logging video stuff where we were doing some clear cut. And I think Chris was there, joined us on that video. So thanks for coming out and hanging out with us there, Chris. Much appreciated there, bud. Yeah, there you go. Watch me play with you. And okay. And we're done. Alright, so that's he's actually doing pretty good. So let's just see what the capacity is on this guy. I love the ground response, man. You don't get anything else but that. And then he's chomping it all up, laying it out there. It's good looking stuff. Alright, so he is alright, so he's about half full right now. Alright, so let's go ahead while we're at it and need to do a little bit of cultivating. Alright, let's see what, I'm going to go down and see what we have in the garage here. I'm going to see what the horsepowers are. Most of this is up, at least as far as it's going to, so 600, 612, that's the harvest, what the heck. Alright, 410. And let me find out where the other ones are. Wouldn't mind taking the Massey down there. That'd be nice. The T7s are around 310, and the Massey is pulling in. Oh, it's the 7 series. So not the 87. This is the 7700. So this is the Yeah, okay. Never mind. So I told you wrong there in the beginning. So, yeah, there you go. All right, so this one to 275, so that's the smaller 8400. Then this 8R series is right at 400. So, all right, how many of these? All right, this one I don't need to, so I can do that one straight on. Just trying to get a lay of my equipment here. Some of this stuff, this one you can sew directly on, so we'll lay down some wheat. How about that? So let's grab, this one needs 250. Let's just leave it up on this. Got the row crop tires and everything. So did it take liquid? Hey, thank you there, Mr. Ethan Lawson. Appreciate the subscription. As always, you guys are awesome. You rock. So I hope you continue to enjoy content coming out here at FTG. Hey, what's going on, Mr. JP? So I tell you what, let me do one thing here. Let's see, I'm gonna do one thing. Oh, we got stereo. All right, I think what I need to do is go back to this one. All right, so you should still be able to hear me, but the sound audio is going down. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can add that in. I really want to test this while you guys are here. So don't go anywhere, anyone. Don't go anywhere. Seriously, just want to put this and get this in. So let me make sure I get this all the way down to the bottom. And let me know. Let's see if we can now get... All right, that didn't do it. I think you hear that through my microphone. So I want to make sure I get this one. We've got guys here in chat. So I don't have to start up a random test one. I'm trying to add in a little bit more of my audio into this screen, which I, for whatever reason, didn't have in the first part. And it took me a while to finally get it down. So let's do... All right, let's try that. There we go. There it is. So welcome to everybody. So we can see now we're at 3092 there, our sub goal. So Mr. Ethan Lawson there is our newest subscriber. So thank you there, buddy. Appreciate that. And we've got our all recent donations and our top donations. I'm not sure where Spencer is, but he's around somewhere. And let me do this as well. Let me pull the output in, and we'll go ahead and update this. I want to make sure that all this works like it's supposed to. So chat box should go up. I'm going to redo the chat box a little bit, but this is kind of a cool place for, you know, everything to kind of exist in here. So we may, you know, be able to switch them out periodically, so you kind of get a new, a little bit of a new look here. But I spent a lot of time working on this and trying to make it look good. You know, and feature some things here on the channel we don't normally get a chance to feature. So I hope you guys enjoy this part of it. It's kind of nice. It's a nice little chill area there. You've got Farm Sim, so we'll be able to pull some other things in. It's very twitchy. So obviously all my social media is at the top. So at Full Tilt at Twitter, and then you can also reach me Full Tilt Gaming there on Facebook, as well as FTG United is the new Steam group. So if you're looking for a new group to join, there it is. That is your ticket. That is your claim to fame there. And so get in that group there, and that'll be a place where we can do some announcements and do other special things that's going on with the channel there. So we can put it back full screen. Actually, let me look at one other thing. Okay, so I'm missing my little tab there. Okay, nothing. Never mind. Just had to check some. I'll have to fix a few things. Y'all still talking about, you like the new look? Well, good, man. Good. It's different, but, you know, different's not always bad. And I don't know why I drove this over here. I need to go a different way with this. All right, so growth with withered fields. Okay, no, so we didn't. We can get there from here. So let's go down and take a look at 18. 17, 18, and 19 all need to be plowed up because they're all withered. And they had an assortment of stuff. They had corn, they had soybeans, and they had barley. So oh, you know what we didn't do? I'm not going to tell you what I didn't do. Alright, have a good one there. Is that Daver? I never can remember, or Devore. I think it's Devore. But anyway, good to see you, man, as always. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We'll see you here on the next live stream. What's going on, Mr. Clint? I hope you're doing well. Come in and check out a little bit of farm simming. Alright, so I forgot to put my seeds. So pretty much everything over here gets seeds. You got seed and fertilizer. I think these tanks are literally in every place that's up here. So I need to figure out which ones do which. Because I see I've got 2 top fill seeders here, and I assume that I can fill this thing up here. I don't know. We'll find out. Because I have no clue. Alright, so there we go. So that works for that. Alright, so that would be fertilizers. That's liquid fertilizer, which it shouldn't be liquid, but okay. Alright, there we go. There's our seed. Awesome. Yeah, man, this is good. It's good dirt. This is a good this farm is just littered with good stuff. It's a very HD farm. Like, I actually had to take the brightness of my TV down. It was just too much. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I think, let's see. Ah, there we go. Alright, now we can go back to what we were doing. Well, this is, actually, Walter, this is a little bit, it's a little bit of a smaller map. Now, this map does have its big areas in it, but this is, one of those maps that people they'll neither love or they'll hate it, and they'll only hate it because it just doesn't. Oh, that guy's already done on that corner, so I have to turn him around. And they'll only hate it because it doesn't have square fields, or it's not big enough, or it's not flat enough, it's not square enough, it doesn't have enough of this, it doesn't have enough of that. I don't like the pigs, I don't like the cows. I mean, there's always something that everyone's got a problem with. So I still think, though, the way this is like one of those perfectly like pristine farms like that you would see somewhere where just everything in it is new. All the tractors running around are all new. All the trucks running around are all new. You're like, how much money does this place? I mean, this is kind of what it reminds me of. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I like the grass textures. I like all the different little brush areas they've got going on. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I love it when people take a lot of attention to detail. I mean, I typically try to do that the same with the streams. I try to make sure that everything is not blocked. Trying to put a lot of thought ahead of that. So it's nice to see when a map maker does the same. Alright, so we got Proceed in, so I think we should be able to knock this out and plant right over the top of it. So hopefully this this unit here is going to work. Last time I used it, it really didn't. Alright, so there's that. And let's go ahead and I'm going to lay our tram lines in, so that'll be for our fertilizer. Alright, there's that. Alright, good. It's good so far. So we're going to lay in wheat here, so this will... Alright, so I might have to plow unless... This is the one that doesn't work. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, alright, so this is the one that doesn't work. I'll have to go back and refine the one I did. Dang it. Alright. Yeah, for whatever reason, this one does not work on the corner, so I was taking a potluck as to which seeder this would be. So let's go fill up the air cart and let's try that one. You're filling out on a dirt road. I know, right? Wow, man, that dirt texture is awesome. Look at the trees. It's all good, man. I know exactly what you mean. All right, instead of me doing all that driving, let's just do this. Let's just sell this seeder because I'm gonna need to get rid of that one. I hate that. I should have tested that out. That's what you get for not testing. Testing. 1, 2. We're not here. All right. Oh, there it is. So I need to find the updated one. This is obviously the out of date one because the one I have actually works with Proceed. So I need to. That's the problem. I've got Proceed in, and this one's not going to work with it. But I have one that does work with it. This wasn't it. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's transfer quick travel back over to the farm, and let's go ahead and grab yeah, there it is. Alright, so I think we're probably going to need to take a bigger tractor with this one. So let's see what that one's going to take. It's going to take probably a much bigger tractor to pull the air cart seeder. 375, so it's going to be more than what I've got in this one. My wife was getting annoying. I know what you mean there, bud. Now, if I'm not streaming tomorrow, guys, y'all know to call the cops, right? All the kids are like, what? all the guys with girlfriends and married are like, oh yeah. I know what you mean, bro. I'm there. All right, so let's go. Let's just take this area on over. Why not? A little overkill, but it does look pretty boss with those big old fat tires on there. So. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. You're like, Y'all shaking your heads going, yep, I know. But nobody even had to say a thing. That's good stuff. It comes with the territory. There's good days and there's bad days. Alright, so then you could do this one with the whoops. You could do this one with the full waiting on that trigger box. I might have to actually pull the other one out. It looks like we will have to. Alright, so it's not come on. Alright, so this is the mod, so we're actually going to see if this thing works. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Refill sower, so it's not letting me refill. Oh, come on. You must have slept through those. Come on, you're right there at the seed, but it doesn't look like. So don't let someone else can help me out on this because I'm stumped. Yeah, so that's all tractor stuff. Does anybody know what the folding that pipe out is? Oh, nope, can't do that. I'm just trying to figure out what is going to be the thing that opens up that seat bay, because I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Press the rain, yeah. Because yeah, the 11 key doesn't exist, but I'm trying to refill that and it's not doing it. So I'm thinking I've done something wrong. It does. So maybe let me go try something. I think what it is that has to be done, but it's got to open first. And that's what it doesn't seem to want to let me do. I mean, I'll unfold it and we'll take it through its pace here and see what I can do. Because it's got all the fertilizer in there. So this is, yeah, this was like, I looked at this, I was like, oh man, this is really, really, really awesome. Toggle the half side shut off. So that's all pro seed. Yeah, fold, lower, select seed. Man, it's so frustrating. Because it should be one of my modifier keys. Yeah. Alright, let me take it over here and we'll at least do this one. And if it's not, then I guess we'll just have to go with our second option. Our third, I should say. It's like it wants to fill and then it moves off and doesn't fill. Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Man. So typical, though. Trying to think what else I could do. I think my main problem is that this I can't get that to fold out. So let me see if there's something I manually do. Nope. 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 Sometimes you do manual stuff around these tractors, and yeah, not this one. I still would, you know, still wouldn't make any sense though. Hey, there it goes. I just needed a reset. All right, there you go. Phew. There you go, Walter. So that mod works. And I think I got that one off fs17.co/mods. I think that's where that came from. I don't know that it was on the other mod site, the FS Mod 17. I can't remember exactly if it was on there or not. But it's working now. I just needed to drive around and a reset on that one. Alright, so we can pull our proceed back up. Alright, so we'll have tramline control again, so once we get down here we'll be able to cultivate all this up. And I think, oh, I need to restart that guy. I think, as far as I know, this will, man, those big old tires. Alright, now let's try and see what happens here. This will be kind of a big royal test with it. So we got wheat, that's what we're going to put down. Alright. Yeah, this is nice, man. This is working great there, Walter. Hey, what's going on there, Blood? How are you, man? Uh-oh. I accidentally hit the button. Oops. There we go now. Well, I didn't miss anything. Maybe that was a graphic something or another there. Well. Alright, so let's do that. Well, let me just go ahead and get this guy started back again. Alright, so he's almost full. That's okay. There's really not many people in here talking anyway, so it's fine. Alright. So I've only got a couple strips left on this one, and then we'll. The only bad thing about that's the only bad thing about doing these smaller fields, not smaller fields, but doing the ones that have whether you cut headland around and you wind up having these points, because once they cut this point off, they're pretty much done. So you can set him down here and let him go down to the end of the field. There you go. And we'll go ahead and continue with this guy. Oh, that's alright, man. Don't worry about it. You're not streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I would like to. I've got a couple of things I want to put up. I want to get some more content on a few more games that I've enjoyed playing. One of those JCB. I do want to get some more content on that game, but as well as maybe an ATS or ATS. I think I'll probably do at least an ATS, and we might even do a little multiplayer on that. It seemed like some people have wanted to do that. I'm game for it. Just need to set it up and make sure people are going to be there. Make sure there's some way for us to communicate, like joining the Rat Pack team server and getting those guys to just do a live stream with us there. We'll just have to see what we can do. There we go. Sounds great, but you can call you Debo. Alright. I can do that. Yeah, Neb. Yeah, for those watching maybe a little bit later or whatnot, Neb just brought up some other farm sim games. Well, one big thing about, you know, JP's right. I mean, it's just going to create some success off farm sim. The one thing about, I think you're referring to Pure Farmer. I believe it's the one that's coming out on console and PC. As far as I know, it's not a multiplayer game, which is automatically going to be a. There'll be a lot of people that won't even touch it because there's no multiplayer aspects to it. Now, you know, depending on what your speed of style of play is, you know, cows and crops is going to be nice. You know, that's going to be a nice. That's going to be a nice game. I think I've been playing some of that, although we've not really done a bunch with that one. I mean, they're probably going to be bringing a lot into that in form of multiplayer and the mods. I know there's already a couple of modding communities that are kind of already set around that one, so I don't know. It should be nice to see what does happen, but I think it's probably going to make Farm Sim have to get up a little bit. They're going to have to, you know, they're going to kind of have to get with the program some, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. They need that. A real farm. Okay, I got you. Oh. Yeah, that's the one big thing is licensing and some of the other stuff that's going on. I mean, now if the game itself is really good, they've got terrain deformation and, you know, some of those things in there, then I think you'll probably see some competitiveness needing to, you know, come out on the Farm Sim side. I'm really hoping that Farm Sim 19 brings in some terrain deformation, so, you know, kind of in line with what Cows and Crops did, where you have the terrain actually deforms and, you know, your tractor falls in mud and the wet. Looks wet, it looks, you know, it looks like it's got some traction issues at certain given times. So I think there's a lot of room for improvement. I think for 19, I think they were trying to go that route. They just didn't make it in time. So I'm hoping for 19 they really you know, they really get some stuff going. It would be a it'd be a welcome sight. I think that one, that every time I hit that hill and turn it too quick there, that end pops up there. Whoops. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. All right, one last little part there, and we'll be done with this one. Go ahead and finish our harvest up there. Be a nice little start, getting all of our equipment done, getting everything laid out here on the farm as well. So getting as much as we can, get some wheat going on this. So I guess we'll do some square bales on this, since we got a little bit of a hill to deal with. Or we may do some rounds. That doesn't really matter to me. And we'll get some of that stuff stockpiled and get it down there. We've also got access right here to the biogas, which, you know, I'm going to want to do a little bit of silage, so that'd be cool. Alright, so we'll turn that off, and takes a while. There it goes. Yeah, man. There you go. There you go, Debo. That's it, man. All right, so we got that one done. Let's go ahead and finish up. Let's go ahead and finish up our harvester here. All right, so this thing's only about half done here, so we'll go ahead and pick up the last bit of this. Won't take us long at all. $60, yeah. I have seen some of the stuff on that one there, Walter. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm like, John Deere could have cleaned clock, man, if they'd have made a deal up with Giants, man. They'd have cleaned house, but they sat there and did nothing. Yep, John Deere, man, he's right. Yeah, Professional Farmer's been out for a little bit anyway, at least if I remember correctly. Yeah, and then John Deere signed contract and license with them. It's like, oh my god. Oh my gosh, can't believe they did that. I would assume, I would venture to say that Professional Farmer probably put their investment in John Deere instead of it being the other way around, which is probably why John Deere did it. They were willing to pay and put their money where their mouth was, which was in John Deere's pocket. And outside of that, I mean, maybe it's Farm Sim just said, you know, we've got a good solid game with all the mods that's coming, you know. I mean, I don't know if there's anything for Professional Farmer in the way of mods. My guess would be probably not, but that's not completely concrete, so don't take me up on that. But I don't know. I don't know why they invested all that money into John Deere just to have kind of a crappy experience game on the outside of that. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't think I was looking that way, JP, but I didn't catch it, so. Oh wow. Yeah, I would do that. I would say that, Robert. I mean, and it's all comes down to personal preference. That's like saying, you know, oh, we just need to burn all the Fords or we need to burn all the Chevys and just keep Toyotas. You know, I mean, it's not gonna happen, and it's just everybody's personal preference. It's okay. Now, I don't know. I don't think it does. Let me see what this one says. So this internal control opens the cooler, and this one opens the engine. Engine side. Okay, so I thought there may be one that that did something else in here, but I don't see it. So that's cab lighting. What's this one? That's the wiper. Okay, well, never mind. Sometimes they have them where they'll adjust the screens. So this one says we're at 5,000 and some, so it's not updating our actual capacity. But some of these have a little a box in the middle here, one of those computer boxes modules, and it does have that in there. So I was kind of thinking this one might have, but it might be one of the other smaller ones, or maybe it's the John Deere one has that. So you can change the screen over to about 2 or 3 different ones and put whichever one in. So. What's up, Straight Like That? How are you there, bud? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, man. All right, so making our last turns here on we're on field number 15. So we're just getting a brand new start here on Oregon Springs. So at some point, you know, there's only one other map that I'm really kind of considering, unless something else crazy comes out. But I may just kind of hang on to that for a bit. But anyway, if you guys, I'll be thinking about at least the streams that I have already played, the ones that I've done and put up. So we've got a couple there, Woodshire. We've got one in Farmtown, and then this one at Oregon Springs. And there was one more, and I can't remember. Oh, Missouri, which is a Polish-inspired map. So it's M-U-Z-U-R-Y, and it's actually a fantastic map. In itself. So it's like 4.8 stars out of 5 on the Mod Hub. So evidently a lot of people had liked that map, so I downloaded it to see what it was all about. It's a little smaller, but it's definitely more geared to Alright, so I guess we're back up. At some point I may not even keep this episode around. This is such a shame, because this wasn't a bad episode for Farm Sim, but it's frustrating, because this for once is it's not on me. So well, yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, because, you know, all this stuff gets filed into my analytics, and YouTube is going to base, once they finally get their crap together, they're going to base where I fall in the line with other gamers and other streamers. They're going to base it off of those analytics, so it's going to hurt me in the long run, and it's not even my fault. So, you know, all the work that you put into getting, you know, lots of viewership and trying to get more and more people involved and more people inside this community, you know, then YouTube decides to just, I don't know, go rogue, man. I mean, I don't know what this past couple of weeks has been, but it's enough to make me want to stop. I mean, I've literally almost put about 8 months of literally working on YouTube every single day for 8 months, and to think about moving and switching it all out and moving to Twitch and live streaming out of there to see what happened. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt anything. I mean, and I've got everything built for Twitch. I just got to stream into it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll try it. You know, maybe I'll try just upload to here. I don't really like that aspect, so I've just built up the community here in YouTube. But it's frustrating. I don't hear these kind of issues coming out. You know, they're bringing sponsorships in. You know, they're bringing all this good stuff in, and it's like you can't even have people. You know, can't even stream at 30 frames a second without you kicking me off. I did it last night on the ETS stream as well. Got in and just all of a sudden it just cut. Just said, you know what, you're not streaming no more. And then it came right back up without me even doing a single thing. I'm like, yeah, you're killing me, Smalls. Oh, I must go. What's up, Doris Vita? Gotta go to school. I hear you, man. Alright, so I think that wrapped up that field. Alright, yep, there we go. Good deal. Yeah, well, that's, you know, I've been thinking about that, Walter, and I've been you know, I've been trying to eye myself on just looking at a few of those things, and I don't know, man. It's just it's frustrating to put that amount of work, and it seems like YouTube is penalizing live streamers, if you want my honest opinion on that, which is weird, because now they're wanting to start this whole sponsorship program. So you know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, it's a quote off the Sandlot. You're right, man. You're killing me, Smalls. Alright, so we'll go ahead and throw our header back up here. We'll go, well, actually, you know what, let's just, we'll go ahead and get things in place. We're going to 20, so that's our next one on the docket here. Yeah, well, I mean, if you guys would stay with me, I would move it over to Twitch. I mean, I know I'm going to realize I'm going to lose a lot of people, and I kind of almost hate to do that. But, if it's going to mean, I don't even necessarily care about the people. You know, I'm not sure what YouTube does, but I mean, a lot of you guys have been here with me from like console days, and I know, JP, you remember, man, we used to run console farms, and we would run stuff like Westbridge and have like 50 people, 60 people watching us on console. And now here in the past 2 weeks, I'm lucky if I can get 20 people to watch. Now, some people say, oh, well, it's not all about the numbers, and no, it's not. But that viewership is important, and it's something that, you know, gauges, and it's something that YouTube puts a lot of importance on. So if you don't think it's important, it's very important. But it's a big time frustration. You're right. I've seen that, man. It's one of those deals where I have seen a lot of those guys have really lost on their live streams. It's kind of I don't know. It's not really. You kind of wonder why they do that, but I don't know. I can sit here and guess about it till I'm black and blue in the face. It's something that ticks me off. I wish I'd have just known what I know now when I first started. I would have never done it, but that's okay. Raptor Dagger and FTG and Artie Allen. All right. Well, I am completely humbled to be in their presence of that comment. So you had to say it. I know. It does, Chris. It does. It feels like it takes forever. And just when you do rebuild and you do kind of get things back up again, YouTube completely flips it on its head again. So I'm like, you know, it's like, what else are y'all going to do? So, all right. So this is 19. So we're going to 20. So we'll at least get everything at least set up over here. Get everything in place for our next live stream. No matter what. All right. Well, that means a lot, guys. Means a lot. Oh, violated their standards. Yeah. They get pretty mad if you stream into both. Like if you're monetized on Twitch and then you monetize on YouTube, they don't like that. So it's like you use one to build up base and one to build up money. I mean, that's the only way to really think about it. So if you do stream on Twitch, they don't like for you to upload Twitch's streams on YouTube. It's a gray area, but yeah, that's where that comes from. All right, so there's that. So then we got that. Oh, I should have done the follow me mod. Brr. All right, so let's do this. We'll pull this up here to the clause. It shouldn't be buffering. Yeah, but it might be YouTube because it's not me this time. It wasn't me. Yo, migrate with the crew. All right, man. Well, and the good thing is, if you guys want to join that Steam group, you know, any kind of notifications like that will, of course, be up there. And also anything else. So the Full Tilt Gaming, any of those, I'll have every bit of that information will be there. If I do anything, you know, that crazy, oh no, we'll talk to the wife and see what she thinks. I love these trailers. Looks so good. All right, so see if this guy. Let's see if it'll follow him. Yep. All right, so let's adjust that back 5. So, all right, there we go. There you go, man. That would be nice. Wouldn't mind getting a little bit of new music in there. And it's also just, you know, completely using a whole different platform. So alright, here we are. So there's all of our other stuff up there. It's already sitting in the wings ready to rock and roll. So we're going to be on 20, which is right here on our left. I think all that is dead canola, so we're going to go ahead and we'll grind that up. We got a few other things that we are going to be harvesting. So actually 20, this one's harvestable. And I think this over here, all this is dead. I think one of these two are. Let's see. Yeah, so 19's dead. So we'll take 19 and 18. We'll get both of those out of there and get them cleaned up. And then we'll harvest there. So that's what's going to be next on the docket. So let's go ahead. I want to just do this because I enjoyed going back to this screen. So can even play us a little bit of music. Woo! Right. Oops, I forgot. We don't need the countdown. There we go. All right, so thank you guys. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of the new setup here. So don't forget to follow us there on our multiple social media sites there. So Full Tilt at Twitter, Full Tilt Gaming on Facebook, as well as our new Steam community, FTG United. This is Full Tilt Gaming, so thanks to our top donators, our recent donations, they got all those scrolling across the screen there, our most recent and the latest subscriber, thank you there, Ethan, and our subscriber goals, so 3092 onwards and upwards to 3,500. It's awesome to see all the new stuff there. Actually, right here, FTG United, go ahead and use that tag anytime you're in other videos, comment on other videos, or do anything, especially for this one, if you're on if you're doing anything on Twitch, I'm not Twitch, oh my gosh, it was on my mind here. If you're doing anything on Twitter, go ahead and, especially if you're tagging me in something, go ahead and tag at me, mention my name, and then throw it up and put something in there with FTG United hashtag. So I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of Oregon Springs, our first episode, just getting cranked in here with all of our mods. So hopefully we can be able to continue with Oregon Springs, neither here or Twitch. I don't know which one. So we'll just see where the lovely monetization wind blows us. But outside of that, thanks for all the guys that Frog United. Yeah. Well, thanks for all the guys here, you showing up and supporting the heck out of me. It's always great to see you guys here in live stream. So hopefully we can continue this, but we'll be running a little bit of ATS here in the near future as well. Tomorrow is going to be JCB. So we'll do JCB is going to run straight into it with it, so I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it's going to be good, and we've got some new things planned on that one, stuff that's not even been on stream or the video yet, especially with the channel, so we're well into it. So we'll do some ATS and some JCB and some farming this week, all new games. We've got a lot coming out here with FTG, and we've got a lot of games coming out in September, so FTG needs Twitch. Well, you know, hey man, we'll see what's going on with it. So thank you to all you guys and ladies out there, and a few of you out there. Sorry we had problems. You know, tonight was completely out of my control, so we'll try it again. So thank you guys for coming out and hanging out here. We'll go ahead and shut things down. So thank you very much, guys. We'll see you here on the next one of FTG. We'll see you guys.